Page Miss Glory is a 1936 film directed by Tex Avery, and to be honest, I didn't really like it. There are very few Merrie Melodies cartoons that I don't really care for at all, but to be honest, this one just didn't do anything for me. It starts off with this bellhop, and he finds out that Miss Glory is going to be arriving at this hotel. Now, this is a very small town with a very small local hotel, but the bellhop kind of goes into this dream, this fantasy, where he is working at this lavish, exclusive kind of, giant um, hotel for the wealthy. And Miss Glory arrives, and she is this beautiful, elegant lady, and um, he obviously gets to well, look at her. Apparently, this is kind of what he is aspiring to achieve, but the reality of the situation may not be quite the same. To be honest, there's not a lot happening in this. The narrative doesn't seem to be the main focus. The animation style is supposed to be the interesting bit because it starts off with kind of a typical Merrie Melodies animation, and then it transforms as this bellhop goes into this fantasy or dream into a kind of Art Deco style, and it's certainly interesting. It's definitely interesting to look at. It's very different, and I was intrigued enough to keep watching it, but I'm not the biggest fan of Art Deco style anyway, so that aspect of it didn't really appeal to me. I was curious enough to watch it because it was obviously different for a Merrie Melodies cartoon, but because the narrative wasn't that interesting, and I'm not the biggest fan of Art Deco, it just didn't really offer anything to me at all. I didn't dislike it, but I wouldn't say I enjoyed watching it. The ending I liked. I won't say any more than that, but the ending I liked, and not just because the film was over. I actually thought it was a nice way to end it. So would I recommend it? Well, yes, if you're a fan of Merrie Melodies cartoons, it's definitely worth watching because it's a different take on animation at the time. The Art Deco designs are refreshing to see in this context. Even if I'm not the biggest fan of it, it was interesting. The narrative is not that great, the characters aren't that interesting, but it's not terrible. If you're making your way through the Merrie Melodies and this is one you haven't seen yet, it's worth watching, but I can't imagine I'd watch it again.